Hello again, this is your host, Grant, back for episode 2. This is the little intro at the top, and I am just thrilled to be here. We made it to episode 2, which I suppose is a accomplishment. It doesn't seem like much, but we're not quitting after episode 1. At least we know that. I actually did another one today. Had another conversation with one of our members, and I got about 20 more in the queue, and I feel very optimistic, very this feels doable. I know it's kind of like one more thing to do, but in a good way, and something that I've kind of been preparing for. And I'm excited to kind of just keep this ball rolling. So feedback, I loved everything everyone was saying so far. It seemed like, the only constructive criticism I really got was just, I suppose just kind of, you'll figure it out, is more or less where I think everyone was saying is like, the hard part over is finally getting to that place where we could get it online for everyone to hear. And now we're just gonna figure out more of a quote unquote structure, more of a get my speaking down where I can quit all the ums and try to just get more into that NPR vibe of doing interviews and a more what's the word, a more they just do every I'm specifically thinking of Rose Scott because I've been on her program a few times for WABE. She just has such a nice way to talk to people, and I'm trying to emulate that, and that's going on in the back of my head throughout this process. All that to say, today's guest, we are thrilled to have him on. He's been on the team for quite a while, and by team, I suppose, the group, all the above. Sorry, I am distracted, as is life, right? One big distraction. Okay. Oh boy. You're killing it, Grant. Keep up the good work. Lane Thurman, y'all. You'll get to know about him, his family. We get to talk about dad stuff, which is exciting since we're both fathers and, traversing this entrepreneurship world together. Really cool. I mean, this is the beauty of the Shmooze, is making friends off this thing, It's wow, kind of just lovely. It's just a lovely thing that was a complete accident. No, I didn't start it as a matchmaking friendship group, but oh man, you want to hear a quick funny story? Well, an anecdotal story real quick. So yeah, I guess this is what this intro is for, right? It's kind of just to freestyle. But I removed someone from the group recently just because they just had this I'm not sure what the word is, to be honest. They're not. They were being mean and rude and unkind to one of our members based on their sexual orientation. So it was like, well, WTF are you doing in here? Removed them. Not a big deal. But I got a DM from said member, and she was just so kind, and then just appreciative for me kind of just doing that, which is no big deal on my end, right? It's obvious, but she let me know that they actually met her partner through the Shmooze. So, and they've been together 3 years. I mean, pretty cool, huh? Oh, my neighbor's saying hi. What's up, Soma? Yeah, baby Gus is home. He can come out and play in a smidge. Yeah, he'll be out of school in a minute. Okay. Talk to you soon. Well, there we go. All sorts of distractions out the gate. I like doing these outside, by the way. I know y'all are hearing I-20 in the background, but I mean, it's just, the weather's so beautiful, and it's hard not to be outside and chat to myself, to my microphone, into the world. Well, I think I got distracted, but all that to say, the Shmooze is doing things that I never thought possible. And Lane, we're talking about Lane, right? Yeah, he's awesome. Hire him. Handyman stuff, all sorts of things. And I don't know what day of week I'm going to release these on. What's today, a Wednesday? So maybe every Wednesday. If anyone has any, thoughts on that, I'm starting to get into ramble mode, so I feel like it's probably a good time to get on with the show. So, without further ado, here we go.
When you're in need of a plumber, a roofer, a builder, a banker, a candlestick maker, electrician, technician, landscaper, bricklayer, flooring and fencing, I need to say we could be schmoozing. We could be schmoozing at the Southern Shmooze.
I think it's fine.
I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with the
I'd be the one like have a rooster in the back of my interview, just like crowing the whole time.
I mean, if somebody complains about the rooster, we just won't do this one anymore, but we'll see. All right, I got my note-taking stuff up, and then I got my loose questions. We got the rooster. I think we're good.
I think we're good.
All right, so I started off last time by saying the date. So it's Wednesday, March 11th, 10 in the morning.
Almost 30 seconds.
Yeah, I figured it was good just to give a little bit of I don't know, it kind of dates the podcast, puts us in a spot where people will listen to it in the future perhaps, so they know like what's going on in the world and what have you. Or Atlanta, since this is an Atlanta focused podcast, as I've mentioned in episode 1. Maybe a quick recap. This is the Southern Shmooze. This is a chit-chat, conversational dialogue with people and businesses and all the above between me, Grant, and our guests, who today is Lane.
Hey, it's me.
Would you like to say a little bit about your company and who you are and the basics?
Yeah, sure. So I'm eso.projects for 5 years now, going on this June. Started doing this after working at a local preschool for a while. Built their maintenance system up from pretty much just teachers asking administrative to help fix things to building an actual system, having scheduled cleanings and having distributors and getting to know those people and building the relationship between that and their businesses and our business, as well as making sure that teachers had referral forms and all that stuff to be able to make their lives easier and get their classrooms and have their jobs done easier. When I was doing that, I noticed a lack of not accountability, but just kind of like the want to do it, the want to be able to provide for your community, the want to be able to show up and fix things and help these buildings stay alive and stay well and work well. And shortly after that is when I decided that I wanted to try and fill that need and help my neighbors and take care of my neighbors in that way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of just relating it to Forrest, because like he said, he started out sort of bit by bit, right? Like he didn't like jump head first straight into it. So in some way you're kind of in a similar boat perhaps, where you're, because right now this is your full-time job.
Yep.
Doing what you do.
Yep.
And so did you kind of like, did you go from how do you think it happened? Did you kind of slowly gradually get into where you're at now, or did you kind of like just one day wake up and it was like time to do this?
No, it was, kind of both actually. I was a cook for 20 years before I did this.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, and I worked at a lot of restaurants around Atlanta, and I still love doing that. It's still something that I do hope one day have my own restaurant. But I saw the need in the school and was able to start helping out where I could, and then it actually slowly evolved into just doing that by itself. And then I ended up leaving that job, and it became this is what I can do, and this is now what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And then that was, it was more like, how am I going to pay the bills?
Yeah.
All right, let's get out there.
And then when did you start making that transition? What year?
I would say 29. You know what, man? It was probably 2019, 2020. Is
Oh wow,
when I
that's
really,
so funny. That's when
around,
Forrest did it too.
Yeah, so
It's fun. I'm enjoying this already because it's like I know y'all and I know y'all for like a year, but I haven't like asked these questions before, so it's cool to like kind of see the similarities and but yeah, like it's also cool because like y'all got started right around when the Shmooze got started, sort of.
Well, and I was gonna say, I mean, also I don't know when Grant Lana got started, but the Shmooze is only similarly aged as well.
The Shmooze is 6 years old because I built it right in the created it right at the top of the pandemic, and then Grant Lana is 10,
Nice.
and then Peace of Mind's 3.
Nice, man.
And just, I guess, the quickest of all recaps for everyone listening, or new listeners, I have a landscape business, Grant Lana Lawn, and then the Peace of Mind Recycling, and then the Southern Shmooze is also a business, which I guess some people might not know that, but yes, it's an LLC, and I am very thankful to Lane and everyone that's kind of helped me create this, to be honest, because it was just a passion hobby project for the first 5 years, and then last year y'all gave me the ability to do what we're doing now.
Man, I mean, it's a saving grace, man. I mean, we came from Madison, Georgia. We lived there for a year, and when I came back, I just started the business. I was maybe a few months in. I didn't have any reputation. No one knew that I did any of this stuff. No one knew that I had any of these skills. So to be able to come in and I soonly found you and Shmooze, and since then, I mean, you guys kept us going, man.
I always appreciate your stories because you've told me many times about how this, like I think the Shmooze is cool, but then I hear from you, and it's like, I just got all this work and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh wow, it's actually working.
It's working, man. I mean, it's a lot of my business, and it made my business, I would say, and it's awesome that we get to meet all of our neighbors and we get to take care of our neighbors, and I think it builds community, which is a huge thing for me and my business. So yeah, man, we're forever grateful for the Southern Shmooze.
Right back at you. It's cool to see like so many mutual win-wins, right? Like you, me, the customer, Atlanta, like everything. Everything
most
just is
importantly,
like
the neighbors,
really intertwined in a fun, unique way. And real quick, I know you mentioned your name, eso projects, but for anyone listening, ESO.
Yeah, ESO.
Okay, because there might be another way to like.
That is true.
I just want to make sure they know how to type it into.
No, thank you. That's a great point. So it is ESO. We're all uncapitalized as well. It's kind of a little note to grammar.
Is there what's the name? What's behind the name?
So my wife's from Venezuela, and when we get together, the 15 times a year that we celebrate, the love of our family, it's a lot of gift giving, and when you share that love and that experience of giving a gift to somebody, and then you open it up and it's a really just like you can feel the connection that they went through. It's a very exciting feeling, like, hey, wow, this is amazing, like thank you so much. It's that expression in Spanish.
Wow.
And it's like, hey, that right there that's the jam, man.
That's such a great answer, because I don't know, I guess I'm going to ask that question more often now, because I kind of just thought it might just been just an acronym or something, but yay to that.
Yeah, thank you.
Speaking of family, we Lane and I have families, we're dads, and similar ages too, which is cool.
I'm 36 we're both this on year. I think you're 37?
Who, me? Yeah. How old am I?
Yeah.
38.
38?
No, but I'm going to be 39, right? Yeah. I always have to ask my wife how old I am, because, man,
Which one is it this year?
It's funny, because my birthdays are always kind of like, I always enjoy them because I always think I'm a year older than I am, and she's like, nah, you're still, and I'm like, yay.
Slow down, cowboy.
But yeah, we got a couple youngins, and it's just cool that we're both sort of on that. Yeah, here's a question or something. how is it being dad and working, full time, trying to do everything? Because I mean, for me, it's like I couldn't do half the stuff I'm doing if it wasn't for like, my family and support from our Mary, my wife, to grandma, to
Same.
I mean, all of the above. Are you in a similar boat, or are you kind of?
Yeah, no, we're in the same boat. So we have 3 kids, and I've got Esso's running hard. I've got the food pop-up business plan. I'm really just kind of, the only thing lacking there is time. I've got another business plan down on paper, and that's as far as I've gotten. Same with my wife. She's got a couple little plans that she's got working on. And then my kids are 9, 4, and 1.5. So they require a lot of attention. And in being an adult, I think a lot of us, and we watched our parents, hustle, and there was a lot of lack of time there. And I think that us now are trying to break that mold. And I know I definitely am, by making sure that I spend as much time possibly with my family. So it's hard. It's hard to be able to show up for my business, make it as successful as I dream it of being, show up for my family. I got to find the middle ground. It's difficult, but I think that as long as you care enough to be able to find that middle ground and put intention to it, then I think that it becomes easy. It becomes easy, and it becomes worth it, and it becomes, you see the value of it. Every day I see the value in what I'm putting into both my business and my family.
Well said. I couldn't agree more. It is like, shout out to mom and dad, and obviously it is different, right? It's kind of like, because I don't know, I'm not sure if it is, I don't know what it is, but it's like, we're in a unique profession where we are our own bosses.
Yep.
And so we can kind of, it does require, I'm still working like 10 most nights, and it's like, I don't want to do that forever.
No.
I want to do that kind of when, in my, just anecdotally, I'm like, sure, well, the kids are like still young, and it's awesome. But I'm like, when they get a little older, I'm like, okay, cool. I want to be in a position where I can kind of step back to certain amount and still do everything I can with my businesses, but also still have that family time, because that's definitely very important. Which I'm sure 99% of everyone listening can agree.
Right.
Like, yeah, of course.
More of that.
It's been a super big pleasure to get to know all your kids and your wife, and
Same
she's been helping with the Shmooze. It's cool. Once again, another circular, just everyone kind of trying to help everyone kind of thing. And I
love to see it. We're all working together. And you mentioned support. I've got my father in Las Vegas. I've got my dad in Florida, and they're huge supports to us. Her mom's in Villa Rica, super supportive. We've got her sister in Grant Park, and her cousin right there as well, that also help out a lot with us as well. And it's, I don't think we can. It takes a village,
Yeah, well said.
Well, it does. It takes a lot of people who care to show up, and who care to provide, to take care of each other.
I agree. And that's kind of how I feel like I might be repetitive here, but that's sort of what the community of the Shmooze is supposed to be about, is taking care of one another. Because I've seen over the years, it's been cool whenever someone's in need of help, from a financial standpoint, or honestly, a lot of it comes down to financial.
It came into I believe you started this because of getting contractors to homeowners and kind of making sure that everybody was taken care of, but then it has even evolved into that. It has evolved into, hey, one of our people is down on his luck. How can we help? What can we do? How can we show up for not just our neighbors, but show up for ourselves as well? Yeah,
it's been wild to kind of, just because I haven't necessarily directed all efforts into that. It kind of just happened organically by somebody posting and everyone being like, yeah, let me chip in however I can. I've seen it happen quite a few times, and it's always it always warms my heart when I'm like, wow, it's working.
Yeah, we're big believers in the universe and no woo-woos. There's signs everywhere, but like there's like, I believe there are signs that you're on a good path, and when that kind of thing evolves into such of like, hey, we're just trying to connect neighbors, into, hey, let's take care of somebody who's down on his luck, man, that's just genuine compassion.
Yeah.
And I believe that is the universe telling you like, hey man, keep it up.
Well, I mentioned this with Forrest. I'll mention it one more time on here, just because it's like, it is like I've mentioned before on the group. Our meetings that we do are always open to the public, because I like to get everyone's opinions as much as I can. And on that note, one of our next meetups are going to be at the food kitchen in Grant Park.
Cool.
So we're going to do a little morning, come by, volunteer. I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm going to have Ashton on as a guest, and he'll tell everyone more about that.
Great.
But yeah, I think I just want to tie that in real quick.
Sign us up for that, man.
Hell yeah.
We'll see you there for sure. That's awesome. I think that's a wonderful idea to do. I mean, it can be, we do a lot of hey, let's go check out this small business. That's usually what our meetups have been, which I think is awesome, because we get to, give business to a small business, a local business, a person who may or may not be part of the Shmooze already, but also, I mean, I think this is awesome, an awesome addition to like, hey, every now and then let's go and give back as well.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And just to piggyback off what you said, because I'm pretty sure the majority of our listeners or I guess, listeners now, right? Because I'm like used to saying
there's multiple now.
Viewers are supposed, look, scrolling through the news feed, but lost my train of thought real quick. What we were just talking about. I kind of just wanted to explain. Oh yeah, like at the meetups per se, yes. Or just this in-house network that I've helped cultivate. It is a symbiotic. I'm really stoked that I was able to pull that word out of my brain. Relationship where you might be a house cleaner, or you might be a roofer, or I mean, what's one more example? A dog walker.
Yeah.
Like
that's my go-to.
There's actually more connections in these fields than you would think, because at the end of the day, we're here to provide a stellar experience for our customer. And guess what? That customer could need A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right?
Yep.
And
usually does.
If you have someone you can recommend, the point I'm trying to make is, like, when you get to come to these meetings and chit chat IRL, like, you're going to make connections where you're going to get more leads that way, you're going to get more customers that way, you're going to build more relationships this way, just because you scratch someone's back, they'll scratch yours. Right. And it's just, I've seen it happen where you're just making it's just a platform to improve your business, and also kind of like, I mean it's just like you're improving the community with it.
100%. I agree with 100%. I mean,
I think I got there. It took a while, but I connected the dots.
I think it was well said.
All right, we could move on to maybe like one thing I asked Forrest was, like, when you got started, because this podcast is also for local businesses that might want to kind of just see what we're doing and see if they want to turn this more from a part-time thing into a full-time thing. It's also for homeowners that might get some useful information from it.
We're gonna this old house this thing.
What's that?
This old house. Oh, it's
that one, that TV show.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, so there's two questions maybe. Like, one is, when you were getting started, like, what's one thing you would really like? What's one thing you wish you had done or known that you could pass on to somebody else? And then, I mean, we can just start there, and then maybe I'll remember what my second question is.
Ooh, all right. I don't know. I think this is hard to answer.
It is hard to answer.
I think I need to. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no.
Genius.
I don't want to. I'm going to be the first, and Grant knows this pretty well already in the year that we've known each other. It's pretty hard for Lane to say no. But I think as a business owner, that comes in with not just a work-life balance, but just a balance of peace of mind. Don't overbook yourself, man. Don't overwork yourself. This is a business. I came into doing this, with a 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., 7 days a week, taking everything I could, not saying no, and have quickly learned that it's okay to set business hours. It's okay to say no. It's okay to it's okay to say no.
I mean,
don't overdo it, man.
This
is already hard enough.
So smart.
Don't make it worse.
I definitely was like hungry hippo at the beginning, where I was definitely yesing everything, and but yeah, now that I think we're both comfortable now, where it's like
I still need practice.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I know it's on my mind for sure.
I've locked down the no for me personally, and it did take years to like get to where I am, but it is like, I don't want to throw shade at any potential customers, but like it's just you can see red flags sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like
that'd be my second answer, is watch for red flags. I mean, there's people. We are human beings. We are service providers. And think about it like this: in the past 15 years, the service industry has gone from a Gordon Ramsay type yelling in the kitchen, everybody's mad at each other. Now we're kind of, the customer's not always right. And I love my customers to death, and I will support my customers as long as I can, but they're not always right. Mm-hmm. And we need to be treated like human beings, and if somebody's not treating you well, it's okay to that's why I do contracts as well, because it's okay to say, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm no longer, here's what we need to do to walk away from each other, but I'm ready to walk away. So it's to go a little deep into that part of it. But
yeah, I agree, just like, you kind of just nailed it. It was really just like, if you say you're gonna get burnt out, is what for put it into like present day scenario situation. I have a guy on our team, and he's becoming like a partner for Grantland Lawn is like where trajectory he's on. Shout out to Abe, and he's been working with me for almost a year now, and he just took this whole week off, and it was just literally like so smart, because if it's just like you need time, and you gotta, because otherwise, I mean, I was burnt out the first few years, but I mean, I didn't mind the burnout. I think I was younger. I was like, all right, cool.
I can still do this a little bit longer.
After a while, I was like, all right, what do I need to do? And then I hired, an office administrator, and then just like got, finding guys that I like to work with. Like, that's hard in itself, and that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm on the fence about doing that right now, and it is. I mean, it's.
I went to Florida last year for a week to go visit my dad. That's when Oriana and I got engaged.
Congrats. Honestly, we should chat about that a bit.
Thank you. Here's the thing, though, is the entire week, man, I was frantic and stressed out, and I didn't realize it until maybe a couple weeks ago. I was burnt out.
Yeah,
I couldn't enjoy my vacation at all. I love my wife, and I enjoyed engaging asking her to marry me, and we're not married yet. I just call her my wife because I love her that much. But I enjoyed that moment, and I'll never forget it. But in the back of my mind, there's a burnt out, freaking out. What's the business going on? One second.
There's a plane.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Flying over us.
So, I mean, there was still a huge panic in the back of my head the entire week, and I'm now realizing I was burnt out. I was overdoing it, and I went from I remember I worked at a full week, 7 days a week. I slept for 2.5 hours from the time I quit work the day, and then the next day I went on the train, and it was so.
Oh boy, are you better now?
Yeah. Okay. And it's because I'm focusing on taking time off, and I do say don't overbook, because January and February I overbooked myself.
Yeah.
And I've been catching up. and I hate it. I don't love. I feel like I'm letting my clients down a little bit there, and not carry that with that. So we're now catching up. We're getting to the point where I'll be able to take weekends off again and not work as much. And that coming up is like April. I'm going on vacation for a week.
There you go.
You know, and so I've already told myself I'm prepping myself to, like, as soon as I'm done that day before I leave, take an hour or something to go and meditate or something and decompress completely and release from work for that 1 week. Turn it on airplane mode and just be okay. Everyone knows I'm not working that week, you know.
You're a better man than me, because we just went to Mexico City, and I think I need to go to a seminar or maybe some like business owner therapy where you learn how to not look at your phone, because it's just like, you know, always in my pocket, and it's really easy to go into work mode. And I'm pretty good at like disassociating a smidge where, I mean, I'm still gonna like, I'm not gonna piss like my wife off or anyone off by like answering answering a text or a call or something. But like, you know, it is kind of, I guess I'm ingrained in it now, where it's just like I am always on. Where
I hate to use the word habit, but it's like a habitual habit.
Like, shout out to Savannah. She's one of our OG members, and she recently started telling me about social media fasts. And I guess I might have known that was a thing, but I haven't like heard anyone firsthand tell me about it. And she would take weeks off of social media, and I was like, whoa, I can do that? Or can I do that?
Can I do that? That's the question. And when I'll tell you, you know, I love that idea, and I'll tell you right now, no, I can't do that. And I'll tell you why. And it's because it's my main way of focusing on business.
Right.
So how do I integrate that? I would love to discuss that dialogue that with Miss Savannah. Like, do you use it for work? Do you just to gather information and understand more? But like,
well, she'll be on one of these episodes. That's the biggest
scary thing is like, no, I can't take. And I have thought about like, do I put my personal Facebook on a break? Well, I'm on work more than I am personal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I barely activate personal sometimes.
I got like a 5-year plan where, because then the kids will be older and I'll be like ready to, I don't know, just ready for the next chapter, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And that definitely involves like less screen time, less work time, you know. And I think I'm just like privileged in a sense where like, yeah, no, for sure. I do think I work hard, and maybe I think I deserve that like brevity later in life. And I just want to work my ass off now to get to that point. And and I like, you know, TMI, but I don't know if you were like me in my 20s, but I was just like a party monster.
Same, brother, same. Come on, man. I can write a book.
I feel like I'm making up for lost time sort of in that regard, but I'm also eager. I don't know. It's just like we go through all these chapters in life, and I love the chapter I'm on now, and but I definitely can see a world where I think I could see a world where I could take a social media break. I just haven't done it for the past 20 years. But I feel, I'm really stoked to have Savannah on to chit chat, and maybe I'm going to pick her brain about the
what are some steps she might have.
Like,
did she I would definitely love to hear. Did she struggle? What struggles did she deal with? Like,
you know, we all use it for work, really. Yeah. Like, it's there. I mean, obviously, I like to post photos of like, I don't know, my kids or whatever, but it's for sure, like, hands down, a tool. And it's like, 100%. And everyone other than Forrest uses it, as I found out. Did you know, like, this blew my mind when he told me, but he doesn't have a Google profile or like any of those like Yelps or, you know, et cetera, et cetera. He has 100% of his work comes word of mouth, which
is crazy.
No reviews, zero reviews. No website. I mean, like, he told me this, and I was like,
and do you understand how many people I go to show up at their door and they're like, oh yeah, Forrest recommended you. And I'm just like, man, this man knows, like, he's killing it, dude. And I did not know that, but I do find that amazingly interesting.
Me too. It definitely opened my eyes to like,
What is possible?
wow, like
How do you do that? I need notes
He
now.
doesn't even need. Yeah, I was about to say like he doesn't even need to be on the schmooze.
Well,
I
and
think
that,
he's getting all the
but
word
this
of
also
mouth.
makes me curious. Is like because of the schmooze, maybe I'd be willing to test a theory. I'm just like, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna delete the app for a week, and I'm not gonna. Instagram, Facebook. I think those are the only two that I use.
Sure.
Because listen, I am the first person to be like, get on, or to put the kids down and say, all right, I'm gonna take 15 minutes just to scroll my personal page, my wall, and just see what's going on with my friends, family, local, whoever's on there.
Yeah.
But with all these algorithms and whatnot, it's gonna show you all the stuff that the videos and all the extra bullshit you don't want to, all the other crap you don't want to see. And I don't love politics. I don't like talking politics, but I do like to keep myself up to date as much as possible. And dude, that's the first thing to also make me the most upset. I get sad, I get depressed, I get angry, I get, frustrated seeing what people are doing around the world and how this is, where our world is right now. It's upsetting. So yeah, I mean, I would love to test the theory and delete the app for 5 days and see if I could do it.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone could do it, it's Forrest has proven that it's perfectly 100% possible
Right.
to just exist in the real world and not have
and
technology to help you. But
with that all being said, I do think that given where we are, Grant Lanta being 10 years old, and I do think that it would be a lot more possible for us these days because of the reputations that we've built.
Sure.
You know what I mean? We may not get as much business,
Right.
but also, I get 2 to 3 texts a day asking for a quote. You know what I mean? So I do think that if I was able to turn it off for a week, delete the app for a week,
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see how I felt and
Well, I'll have, what I realized with Forrest is we can do follow-up ones where like, a few months from now or so, check in.
circle back.
And so if you do run that
Oh
experiment.
yeah. Hey, why not, man?
All
Why
right.
not? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll figure out a date and I will. Yeah, let's definitely do that.
Cool. We're doing good on time. This is very well. We're at that 30 mark. I think Forrest and I might have went to like 40 or 45 or something. So we can keep going if you want.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Because you do have a job. Do you want to talk about your job today?
Yeah, today I'm out in McDonough,
Okay.
which I don't always take jobs in McDonough, but this worked out well. It's a nice enough couple. Actually, very happy that I got them because they're amazing people. I'm going back to do some more work later.
How'd you find them?
Schmooze. Yeah.
So glad I asked.
Yeah, man.
Which is like, well, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good.
But McDonough, that's a little OTP, which is totally cool because
Yeah, it's about 35 minutes south without traffic. If you go down Highway 155, you can hit 55 miles an hour down there on the highway the entire way. And,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
and
pretty easy.
I was talking to Forrest about it a bit, but it's like, the schmooze boundaries have obviously grown since its inception, and which we used to be like just for history, down history lane. We started out as like a 5-mile bubble, more or less, around East Atlanta Village, and it just kept growing and growing. And then, like I said, I can't really control who gets in the group to a certain degree because it's like, I just, I can't vet every single person
Right.
to be like, all right, so you're, where are you exactly in Georgia? But I mean, like, as far as McDonough goes, that's a perfectly reasonable distance. Anything like, it's just like, I just want to keep that sort of quasi metro Atlanta boundary sort of in the scope where I feel like I was going somewhere with this, but maybe I wasn't. Because what are your thoughts on it?
First of all, I'm gonna praise the schmooze all day because I love the idea. I do think, obviously we don't want to be like, oh, hey, we've got somebody down in Guyton, Georgia who's a schmooze member and he wants work done. You guys want to drive down there? It's a 3.5-hour drive. But I think that is something that you've thought about in the past of locating other larger areas too, right? I mean, like a Savannah Shmooze or
Well, I do have. It's funny you mentioned this because someone brought
I
it
didn't mean to
up
blow you up with
yesterday,
an
but
idea,
I have 6, I think, different sub-schmoozes. That's a fun word to say.
That is.
But there's like the North Georgia, there's West Georgia, there's the East Georgia, like Augusta area, there's Central Georgia, there's Southern Georgia, and there's Coastal Georgia. With that said, I kind of just had this pie in the sky idea to be like, one day, right? Because right now I'm like, nah, that day ain't today. But they exist. I just, I don't know, the amount of like time and energy to put into like more at the moment. But I guess all that to say, put that on the yes,
burner.
it will happen eventually.
Yeah.
So for anyone listening, if Atlanta isn't your core, area, just know there are other, and for what it's worth, if you live in one of these, regions and you want to help me kind of moderate,
right.
I'm 1,000% on board.
Email Grant.
Yeah, hit me up, because if you can help with that, then that would take more thing off my plate, and I would love to see the Shmooze take over Georgia.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fun to bring community. I mean, this is my own opinion, I guess, but I mean, it's fun bringing community together in the first place. But to be able to do it, and not only just like, you're not just bringing people together to have a beer. You're bringing businesses to homeowners and homeowners to businesses. So it's lucrative for everyone involved. At the end of the day,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and okay, so I'm just kind of going back to your previous thing. You're going down to. I just kind of want to get a day in the life in your shoes. So you're going to McDonough to do. Was it fencing? What did you say you're doing?
Yeah, we're gonna. Before I came over here, I went and got all the bracing for some fencing. We took some leaning fence down, which is just kind of removing some panels. We tossed what was damaged or bent or warped or broken. Replaced what we could. We did salvage. We love to salvage. We love to take care of our planet. And then there was another section about 40 feet that we moved basically 10 feet to the right, and just kind of reset the fence. So, and this is for their wedding. They're actually going to get married in their front yard. And so this is going to be a really fun, cool, like the fence will be in the, in photos and whatnot.
Yay.
So it's cool. I get to be a part of somebody's magical day.
Absolutely. I had a thought. You're gonna have to help me figure this thought out, but earlier when I asked you what was something you might have wished you would have known maybe at the beginning, and so here, let's try to flip this question and make it for like anyone listening that has a home project they want to hire someone for, or whatever. Maybe they're new to the Shmooze, they're new to hiring someone. What's something that they might wish they would have known? I don't know, I'm phrasing this, but like, what would, if you were hiring someone for your house, what would you, here's the thing, it's like some people are getting, screwed.
Yeah.
Like they're hiring their own people, et cetera, like, and then they're like, man, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that. And
I mean, I would say I would like to say this is obvious, because this is something that I was taught very young. So it may not be obvious, but always get multiple estimates.
Yeah.
Always, and once you have those estimates, compare what are, not just costs, but like, what are you receiving for this estimate? Is Jerry giving you a higher cost, but he's going to do a whole bunch more work? Look into what's actually being done. Educate yourself. This is your biggest investment. It's going to last you and your family as long as you allow it. And if you don't maintain it, then it's going to fall apart. And it happens faster than you think. Back to the, working with the wrong people. I'm not just quotes, multiple quotes, but get online and check their websites. Check
what
reviews.
If they don't have a website? Because like Forrest, for instance.
Because Forrest, see, and that was a point I did think about. I don't want to leave Forrest's availability out.
He's the first to acknowledge, like, he's like, I could have 1,000 reviews. I'm like, yeah, you could.
Yeah, easily.
So,
everybody I've met loves him. But call around. talk to your friends. Have you heard of this business? Have you heard of this person?
Right, ask for referrals.
Yeah, because, you know, I may have great reviews. I forgot my other point. Oh, I may offer you an amazing quote.
Yeah.
Detailed, good quality, preventative work. But that doesn't mean that I'm a good person. That doesn't mean that my communication's good. That doesn't mean that I'm going to show up on time, even though I show up a few minutes late here and there.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I still try to treat my customer with absolute respect. I still try to teach my customer everything that I can as I go. I try to deliver exactly what I'm going to say I'm going to deliver. That's why I always press paper trails as a client or as a contractor. Have everything in writing.
Oh,
you
yeah,
want to change this? You want to do this differently? You want to, you know, put it in a text.
Yep.
Put it in an email. That protects the client. That protects the business owner. And at the end of the day, that gives as a business or as a homeowner, which we're about to buy a new house, and we're gonna hire a bunch of schmoozers to help us fix it up.
Ooh, this could be the project I've been dreaming of.
It is. Dude, I'm telling you, we want to look at this place, but I think I would love to. I had that dream last night. So yeah, man. I mean, it's educate yourself. It's, and I'll tell you another thing, man. Any contractor. I don't want to say this because it could be 100% not accurate, but I mean, I would say that most people who are going to offer a service to come into your home and help maintain it are going to be somewhat excited or happy to offer you the knowledge on how to care for it properly. And if you got somebody who's come in and who's like, all right, I'm ready to get to work, and then they don't talk to you, they don't interact with you, they go in, they do their work, they leave. That's it. It's a very short, it's almost uncomfortable. 6 months down the road, you're probably gonna have an issue. Not always, but that's my opinion.
Yeah.
And so, I would say if you, again, look back at those red flags. We have red flags as contractors. You guys also have red flags as homeowners. So be mindful, don't just let anybody into your home. Do your research.
You definitely, that was my thing. You kind of like due diligence, kind of incorporating it holds so many things in that one phrase, right? Like the contract, the research, the referrals, checking, and that's what the Shmooze is for, right? It's like, hey, what do y'all think about blah, blah, blah? You could throw up a post in there, or you could cross.
Comment on the Shmooze and be like, hey, Lane didn't give me a quote very quickly. And it's, as bad as that, I didn't want to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's for.
Right. It's all good at the end of the day. Actually, I love, I mean, maybe not love, but I definitely appreciate negative or constructive criticism.
I'm open to it because
I need to hear it because that's how the only way I can grow, because otherwise I won't know what's going on. And so anytime anyone's shit talking the Shmooze, I'm like, please feel free to let me know how I can
hold us
improve.
Accountable. That's one of my biggest values is accountability, and I've not always been about that. We talked about being young and dumb in our 20s, man. I was not the most amazing human being. It took me a long time to realize that I'm the problem and I need to get it together, and since then have been open and ready for the accountability. Come on, put the blame on me, but you need to come with proof, because I need to understand how I messed up. I'll make mistakes all day because I want to learn from those mistakes. I want to be better. I want to do better. I want to provide better.
I think we are doing better because I feel like our mistake to success ratio has improved dramatically.
I agree. I think, and that goes back to the universe is showing me that, man. I mean, there's people who, I'm not saying that my work has always been amazing either. I'm sure that I've walked away from a project and the customer's been like, I'm not 100% happy with this, but I continue to try and learn, and the universe is, people are still referring me, and people are still, hey, I got your text from Megan. She said you would help me do shelves. Cool, awesome. That's showing me that whatever I'm doing, I'm doing something right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I guess that's really all we can do.
And you have I can only assume you have a profile of some degree someone can leave you a review?
We do. We are on Google. We are on Facebook, which both of those, I mean, you're going to have a better chance of leaving a review on Facebook, which I do always try to ask for. Because
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, thank you.
But your Shmooze profile, you can leave reviews on that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
I push for that every now and then, but I bring this up just because if you are one of Lane's 100 customers in the Shmooze and you do want to leave a review, this would be a perfect opportunity if you made it all the way to the end.
Yes, thank you.
Because that does obviously help us out. Doesn't help Forrest out, but it helps us out.
Well, Forrest helps us out as well, and we love to help Forrest out as well. So he's got all the help he needs somehow.
I feel like we nailed it today.
I'm with it,
yeah, right around
great.
the 45. 45 might be the perfect. We'll use that as like a
buffer
timestamp or like let's shoot for that kind of going forward.
Well, that gives you a good hour.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think if it builds into what it, I think you want it to be, that leaves a little bit of time for, local advertisements and stuff.
I'm really curious to listen back to this too. We had the roosters, the helicopters, the birds,
we got
the
Atlanta.
police.
We're out here.
I'm doing just, I guess, the Shmooze obviously doesn't have a headquarters, so we're just at my house doing these interviews. So this is
it's a wonderful
where we're
environment.
getting it
I feel
from.
at home right now, honestly.
It is cool. I am enjoying the outdoor aspect,
the
but
nice weather again.
I don't know how it's going to transcend to audio land. So if anyone has opinions on it, all you got to do is let me know. And then I definitely want to get your info out there. So can you plug your website or any of the above?
You can, I don't know, do we do phone numbers? Is that weird? I'll do my website.
Force it his phone number.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Because I mean, whoever's listening is not a creep. They're
Right.
They're at the end of the episode because they want to support
They've learned
us.
and then somehow they like us.
So I say you should be fine.
Cool. So yeah, if you want to text me or call me, text will go better because I'm usually on a ladder or behind a blower or a saw. You can text me at 706-707-8189. And then my website's eso.projects.com. My email is my first name, period, the business name at gmail.com if you want to shoot me an email, or you can put a request in on our website. We're also eso.projects on social media, so follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Check out all our work and leave a lovely review or a like, and we'll be forever grateful.
Yay. We did it. I'm trying to think if there's any other closing things I should be adding to these, because like the podcasts I listen to always have that's kind of so cheesy to say, rate, review, and subscribe. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to
give us a follow. I mean, join the Shmooze, join the party, man. I mean, we're here to get the word out and spread the love.
Absolutely. If you are, actually, I will say this: if you are interested. If you are a business or a business owner and you are interested in learning more, the southernshmooze.com, boom. Or if you're not on the group, I mean, it's so obvious, but I guess it's just worth saying. Type in the Southern Shmooze and the Facebook, and poof, will pop up. Anyways, that's it. We should come out with a fun tagline to end these.
Goodbye. Yeah.
There's
Don't Google it, Shmooze it.
Wow, is that where it ended?
Dude, there it is.
All right, thanks. We're going to stop there. Bye.
When you're in need of